basically, it was a trade-off. This was the trade-off for this, you know what I mean? My 4th junk journal. So if you're wondering, yes, I love it. The journal girls who are potentially watching. First entry, it's my 2nd page. Lots of little flips and flaps. Gave me dopamine that wasn't scrolling, because this doom scrolling really did not add anything to. I think I wouldn't have maybe been as depressed if the phone and the doom scroll wasn't an issue. Let's do a little journaling update and do a little bit of junk journaling tonight. Whoops. This is all of the junk, or most of the junk I got from Outer Banks. I haven't shown this specific journal. I think only the decorating the cover of it was in like one of my videos, but I haven't actually shown you guys the inside. I think this is probably my favorite journal. So this is my 4th junk journal. I started in July of last July. Sorry, I keep getting a text, or I keep getting lots of little pings. So I started last July. It was a hobby. I know if you've been around, then you know, but I'm just sharing. It was a hobby that really got me out of a super funky, dark place, like a pretty bad depression, honestly. And I kept scrolling on TikTok, like just doom scrolling that like spring into summer, lots of doom scrolling. Long story short, finally decided to stop the doom scroll and just start doing the things that I want to do and want to try and not be so afraid. And yeah, and little by little, like it helped me get out of that dark place. Obviously, not only junk journaling. Like for me, it was, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian. Sorry, my baby's playing on the floor. So it was, prayer, talking with the Lord, talking to people, therapy, lots of different things got me out of the depression and out of the funk. But I will say, like, for a creative outlet, I think I didn't know. It was a trade-off. This was the trade-off for this, you know what I mean? And I needed that. I really needed something to do with my hands that was creative and that was encouraging and that gave me dopamine that wasn't scrolling. Because this doom scrolling really did not add anything to. I think I wouldn't have maybe been as depressed if the phone and the doom scroll wasn't an issue. But it really was an issue. And I was just like watching everyone else's life. And I've said this in videos in the past, like I would scroll. What is everybody else doing with their life? And feeling really, really bad about mine. My hair is too short for this high bun. Anyway, okay, let me pause. Cut my hair not that long ago and I love it. Honestly, I love it short so much. But I do, just with postpartum and everything, I really prefer it straight because my curl pattern, having so many babies, my curl pattern has completely dissolved, or I don't know what the word is, but I don't have a curl pattern like I used to. My curls don't curl, as you can see. I mean, I could put product in it and it will curl a little bit more than this, but they don't curl a lot. And also I don't have the time or energy to work on getting my curls back right now. And I know I'm like just trying to be confident and believe that they will come back again. I follow a couple curly girls who have kids much older than mine, so they're out of the postpartum season. And they basically said that their curls came back. So I'm like, I hope. I can only hope. But until then, I do like the short hair, but I just like it when I straighten it because I don't really, again, the curls. It's just the curls. So because I need to wash my hair tragically and tremendously, it's just gonna have to be in this little bun. Hi, Dada. Hello, honey. Okay. So let me be quick. This is the journal. How cute is she? This is the B5 size. And this is actually a moleskin soft cover. I've used a Paper H was my first journal, then a Leuchtturm was my second, and that was my favorite by far. And then my last journal, like a random, very cheap journal from Amazon because I liked the pink gingham on the cover. And also my baby, she's just kind of like vocalizing. She's just hanging out. She's good. But I hope that the background noise isn't too much. I'm always hoping. But anyway, the journal wasn't as fun to work with. Like, it just didn't lay very flat. It was also lined, and it was also smaller than any journal I've ever used. So the first two were like the A5, and then this is the B5, so much bigger. And already, I really love this workspace for a junk journal. I don't love it as much for like writing and things, but I have written a little bit in here and just when I want to or like feel the inspiration to. But really for junk journaling, chef's kiss. I love the large size. I really like this cover. It's so like junk journal vibes. I don't know if that makes sense, but the journal girls will get it. First entry, just very girly. I love the lace detailing on both sides, like real lace or ribbon. I love the doily. I love the stickers. I love all of it. I love the like quotes that I have, the Bible verses and quotes. It's my second page. I also love it. I think I love every spread so far in this journal, which is amazing. I mean, and I know I won't. Like I have a lot to go, so I'm not gonna love every spread. I know that, but so far. Let's see, my kids' faces are on this page, but another favorite spread, just lots of little flips and flaps and very like nostalgic of my own childhood and myself and my sister and being in Girl Scouts. So sweet. And I think that's the thing about junk journaling. It has given me an excuse to use so many mementos or like memories from my memory box that were just sitting in a box. And now I get to touch those memories and put them somewhere that can be flipped through. I never, ever, ever, I love my memory box and I have kept them forever, but they sit in the top of a closet and you don't ever look back at them. So for me, this is so like such a win to be able to look back, and also, you know, my kids in the future, they can look back on these and be like, wow, that was mom, or like that was mom and her parents. I mean, you know, right now they know my parents, but you know, you get it. Okay. Another spread, I got myself and my husband on our honeymoon and little me. Icon, she's an icon. A very summery spread with like little notes, flips and flaps. I love a flip flap. I just think it's so fun. September, I don't know why, but I was obsessed with this one. Hello, September. So cute. And then this one is super sweet and special. I gotta cover the photo, but it's just like an ode to being a homeschool mom. And then this one, I don't know why, I did this the other night, and this is like one of my new favorite spreads about thrifting, just thrifting and getting coffee and like having an ideal kind of day. Like I said, want to do some junk journaling tonight. Let me show you guys, like, attempt all of this tonight. I have loved this hobby so much, and I don't know if I've showed this before, but I did end up starting like a little family junk journal, more like a scrapbook, and this is going to be so much harder to show, so I'll just show one page, which is the intro page, but I am struck by this quote a lot. How we spend our days is how we spend our lives, and I knew I just wanted to, I love my junk journal for me and like just whatever inspiration strikes. Yes, exactly. Whatever inspiration strikes. But I wanted a place where I could also keep like month by month memories from our family and what we're doing, because some months feel less busy, some months feel more busy, but just having like a capture, like a small, simple, easy, low pressure, you know, I'm all about all those things, but like a simple way to capture memories, even if we're not doing a ton one month, or even if we are doing a ton one month. So just month by month. Anyway, I kind of want to show this at the end of the year, but I also don't show my kids' faces, so I'm not entirely sure how I'll even do that or if it would even make sense, but we'll see, because I think it's a kind of cute idea for like couples or families to have like a little junk journal or like a scrapbook, but in a journal. For whatever reason, it feels less pressure to have it in a journal. That's just me. But anyway, loving this hobby. I don't know when I'm gonna let it go. And I love this size journal. So if you're wondering, yes, I love it. And so far, let me just show you for like the journal girls who are potentially watching. I do feel like it's holding up really nicely. Like this is fine. And I don't know, obviously I'll report back, but okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you probably in another clip. The lighting is no good, but it's nighttime. What are we gonna do? About to light a candle. This candle, I rarely use scented candles anymore, but this brand specifically, Amy's Candles, I get these in the Outer Banks, Harvest Moon, It smells so good. So anyway, lighting a candle. Let me put it in a safe spot because we're gonna do a little junk journaling. We've got our journal with all of our junk that we're using, our candle, some cords, and my iPad. Might make some tea in a little bit, all my junk journaling supplies. Okay. My Kindle's under here too. Whoops. Oops. Okay. This is where you were sitting. So I'm not gonna leave the camera on, but I think I will just check back in periodically and like show you my progress. Let's fill her up and see how far we get. Watching some YouTube. I'm watching actually this video, Thrifting the Gilmore Girls aesthetic. Very cute. So let's watch and go. I also, so sad, but I ran out of all of my glue today. Keep looking at the monitor, make sure the kiddo is sleeping well. But I had a glue, like the glue tape inserts, ran out of all of that. And I also ran out of all of my rubber cement, which is like my favorite glue to use because it doesn't wrinkle. I don't love using glue sticks as much because it wrinkles the pages, but we're gonna have to use a glue stick tonight.
The Gilmore Girls definitely love a lamp. I'm willing to bet that they have a rule that they don't ever turn on the big light.
Where we're at, pretty much just glued down some base junk. Baby is awake, and this is how babies work. Still, my girl is up. And that means my time is up, clearly. But I'm popping some popcorn, and I'm gonna watch Netflix while I get her back to sleep. But spread is coming along nicely. Just had to show you guys a little overview. So yeah. Okay, if you have never tried junk journaling because you thought it's gonna be too expensive or whatever, literally glue sticks from the Dollar Tree. And yes, I have to use more than I'm used to, especially when you have like heavier junk, and you will like kind of start to see like, you know, what you prefer to work with. Like I mentioned earlier, my favorite kinds of glue or whatever, but literally you can get glue at the dollar store or use tape even from the dollar store. I used to use double-sided tape for a while and I really, really liked that. But yeah, Dollar Tree, get a cheap notebook from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, or Amazon, or thrift, and then just start collecting stuff. And the dollar store has a lot of good, like, kind of like ephemera-y stuff, but also just like your regular days in your life. Like when you go to a coffee shop, take the sleeve from the coffee, you know, little sleeve, or take a business card. You'll start to get really creative about what junk you can add in. I remember one time when I first started, I added in like a yogurt, like the packaging from yogurt that I really liked. Tons of little things, tags from clothes, you know. And it's obviously, it's not all consumer-y stuff either. Like we have a printer at home, so I print a ton of stuff from Pinterest and do like mood boards, things like that. But yeah, oh, and like people who are really good at painting and like actual artists, I see that they like, my mom does this too, like paint or draw something and then cut it out, use it like a sticker. Like that's super fun. Writing and coloring and drawing directly into your journal. Like there's just so many options. So don't let money stop you, or the fact that you quote unquote don't do a lot or don't have a lot of like cute junk. Like you would be surprised. Even like, oh, junk mail. Like I've literally found, oh, let me show you this. Hold on. Now that I'm on my soapbox. You see that? The cute coffee cup? That was from some junk mail. Like an advertisement, and I just cut out the coffee cup and it's adorable. It looks like a sticker, but I literally just cut it from junk mail that was gonna be thrown in the trash. So yeah, you have to look, you have to search, but it becomes a part of it, like the thrill of the hunt. So honestly, if you are someone who thrifts and enjoys thrifting and you haven't tried junk journaling, try it, because you might like it. You just might. Okay. Me and baby are gonna go. My popcorn's clearly done popping, so got my headphones, got my iPad. We're gonna go nurse and sleep and eat popcorn, and I'll catch you guys in the morning.